Okay, hello everyone. I welcome you all in this session where we are going to see how to attempt papers, both GS paper and CSAT paper in prelims. Okay, so many of you are having doubts how to take rounds, how to distribute the time, and how to select good questions that will help you in maximizing the score, especially in CSAT. So all these things we will deal. This is a very short session where I'll talk about GS for 10-15 minutes, CSAR for 10-15 minutes, and 10-15 minutes I will take doubts from your side. Okay? Okay, let us just start. I'm sharing the screen. Okay, so first of all, there are some things which are common for both, like GS and CSAT. So the things are like GS, we have 100 questions, and CSAT, we have 80 questions. Okay? I feel those 100 questions and 80 questions are like emotional zones. So just listen carefully what I'm telling. 100 questions in GS means 100 times you have to think afresh in your mind how I'm going to deal with this question. 80 questions in CSAT means 80 times you are going to think in your mind how I am going to deal these questions. That means if you are attempting question number 1, you are thinking pattern is something. If you are attempting question number 2, you are thinking pattern is something. If you are attempting question number 3, you are thinking pattern is something. Okay? We cannot apply same thinking to each and every question because each and every question's background of subject, for example, some questions from polity, some questions from geography, okay, and each and every question setting. For example, some questions will be match the pairs, some questions will be statement 1, statement 2, some questions will be like only 1, only 2, only 3 statement option, that kind of questions. So by that angle, I am saying that we have to deal each and every questions according to the subject, according to the type of the question. Okay, so we have to play according to both. For example, if we start from question number 1 and then ending up question number 100, that means that question number 1 is like one ball. I will play according to what is like hard question or simple question or medium question or confusing question. I will play that ball and I will go to the next ball, that is second question. I will not carry what I have done in question number 1 to question number 2. By this I want to say you that if we carry whatever emotions we are attaching to the question number 1 to question number 2, it becomes very challenging and difficult to compartmentalize the questions and deal them as a separate ball. Are we all getting this? Till now? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So every question is a new question in GS, let us suppose, and every passage is a new passage in CSAT. One passage was tough, then second passage is easy, but I am carrying that toughness of first passage to the second easy passage, and there are chances that I will mess up with the second passage. Okay? So each and every question, each and every passage, each and every sum will be treated as a new thing. How we can do that? One is mental compartment. Second is some physical practice that we can do. For example, while solving paper, if I'm attempting question number 1 and then question number 2, in between I'll just blink my eyes. I will see here and there, just for 1 second pause. Just that 1 second pause will create a huge difference. You try it in your mock. Okay? You are just solving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you are solving with 1 second pause in between the two questions. It will definitely make a difference. So in 100 questions, you are taking 100-second pause. That's it. Okay? Not a big deal in terms of time, but it will definitely create a big impact in terms of compartmentalizing each question. Okay? So no carry forward of emotion. I'll just show you simple example. Question number 5, 6, 7 in 2024 we'll take. So this is 2024 paper. Can we see question number 5? Okay. This was a question which was purely objective, and some of the students were knowing it, some of them were not knowing it. So which of the following countries are well known as the 2 largest cocoa producer in the world? Okay. If somebody is knowing it, for that person, it is a very easy question. The person will mark B and move ahead. But most of the students were finding it difficult to deal with this question. So the moment we see this question, we may generate some emotions that this is a very hard question. Oh my God, this paper is really looking hard. Or I may or may not be able to deal with the question. So these all emotions will definitely reduce the mind's alertness in order to solve that question. whatever logic, whatever knowledge you wanted to recall may be hampered by that emotions. Okay. So first and foremost thing, whenever you are seeing any questions, try to generate minimum number of emotions. If it is a hard question, minimum number of emotions. Try to be still. It is okay. It is hard. Okay. There are so many other questions in this paper. They are going to be definitely simple. Same goes with the simple question. If you are watching some, very straightforward questions, who was the leader of civil disobedience movement, and prominent leader was Mahatma Gandhi ji, and the option is Mahatma Gandhi ji. Let us suppose hypothetically, and you are very excited to see these questions. Now your emotions level is again high, whether it is positive or negative. You are very excited. There are chances that you may mark it wrong or bubble it wrong. Okay, so either it is hard question or simple question. We are going to be very, very still in our approach. So fifth question I will approach. If I am getting okay, if I am not getting, I will just round it and not attempt it. Then sixth question I am seeing. See, in this question, most of us know most of the content, but it will be little confusing to mark whichever option is there. So what will be our emotions? Oh my God, I have, studied this, but I'm not able to recall it. So this again creates a confusion kind of thing. Okay. Then the frustration that I am not able to recall it. Such a simple question, I am not able to mark it. Okay. So first question was hard question. Second question was little confusing. And now comes to the third question. So this is a very, very, very simple question. But since we are carrying that fifth and sixth questions emotions with us, seventh questions becomes a little challenging. Even if it is very simple, even if it is very straightforward, we may get confused in reading the option, or we may get confused in what logic I should apply here, or how I should derive that answer, because we are still in that question number 6 or question number 5th. Okay. So this is very important that you deal question number 5th as a little hard question and leave it. Question number 6th as a doable question. Try to recollect it. Question number 7 as very simple question, and you are definitely marking it confidently, 100%, checking twice and then bubbling it. Okay. This is very much possible with practice. You have to do all this practice in your mock test. Okay. Now same goes with the CSAT. Now you have this question paper. Most of the times what happens, there are some areas which students finds difficult. For example, probability. So you are solving, nicely you are solving. You solve some passages, then you are moving towards the quant, let us suppose, and you are solving the quant, and then you are here to 36. The moment you see this question, the probability questions, chances are higher that even if it is a simple question, it may create some panic in our mind. So in hurry, in time panic, we may attach some, negative mental blocks with this question. Oh my God, probability question. I don't know how many questions are there in this whole paper. All these things starts in our mind. So even if the 36 questions is simple, it becomes very challenging and difficult to attempt this question. So again, the same mantra. Be still, do not just try to solve, just try to get the answer. So 36 is probability, okay. Even if you are not comfortable, it is advisable to leave it and then attempt 37, which is very doable. Then 38, which is very doable. Okay. So compartmentalization of the question is very much important. Otherwise, we will mess up in the simple question and hard question. So anyways, we are not getting. Okay. Now, this is overall attempt. Now, next is, okay. So there are two patterns for solving and bubbling. One is either people will do this simultaneously, like they will solve question number 1 and simultaneously bubble it, or they will solve 20 questions and then bubble in one round. It depends on you, what is comfortable to you. Okay, somebody will be doing it simultaneously, somebody will be doing it in compartments. Okay, after 25 questions, after every 30 questions, like that. I always do in compartments because I feel that simultaneous bubbling, there are two things in simultaneous. This is my way. Whatever I'm telling is my way. You can pick insights from this and design your own strategy. So in simultaneously bubbling, what happens now? Sometimes after solving one question and after 3, 4, 5 questions, we get something strike in our mind which is related to question number 1. And we may change our answer, or we may think in a different manner to solve that question. This bandwidth is, hampered by simultaneous bubbling. The moment you bubble that question, the chances are gone that you will ever think about that question. Okay. So that is one aspect. Second aspect is that in simultaneous bubbling, the time and pages flipping is higher. For example, I'm solving paper number 1, then I'm going to bubble sheet and then marking, then 2, then bubble sheet and then marking. So this flipping of the question paper and bubble sheet will create a little bit, maybe the time constraint, or maybe a little bit anxiety, because every time we bubble now, we again get that feeling that, oh yes, if I'm bubbling it right or wrong. Okay, so the frequency, if it is like simultaneous, it is little higher to feel that anxiety, and if it is in compartment, it is easier. I'm not saying it is different or it is very less. I'm saying it is easier to deal with that anxiety of bubbling, because we have solved 25 questions or 30 questions. We are very sure that I am getting 10, 15, 16 questions right. I am confused in 50% for 10 questions. So the confidence level increases, that I am sure of this, I am a little confused with this. But in simultaneous bubbling, you do not know your performance. So every time you are going to bubble, it will create that little anxiety, which is reduced in compartmentalized approach. Okay, so simultaneous or compartmental bubbling, it depends on you, what are you comfortable with, and you can do and try this in your mock test, and then you analyze simultaneous is helping or the compartmentalization is helping. So now this is overall attempt. Now I will go to GS. Now if somebody is attempting the paper in sets and then bubbling, then there are three types. Three sets, that is 30, 30, 33, 33, 33 questions. Or four sets, that is 25, 25, 25, 25 questions. Or five sets, that is 20, 20, 20, 20, 20 questions. Okay? If somebody is bubbling simultaneously, these sets will not matter. The person will mark question number 1 and simultaneously bubble. So 1 to 100, it is equal. But somebody is doing in sets, then these three sets can be done. Okay? I personally prefer four sets, that I will solve 25 questions and then bubble 15 questions, which are 14, 15 questions, which I am comfortable with. Then I will do question number 26 to 50 and then mark the comfortable questions. Then I will do 51 to 75, then mark comfortable questions, like that. Somebody may feel that 25 is little less, so 33 can be done. Or somebody may feel that 25 is little stretching, so 20 sets can be done. This is about sets. Now, so many students are also asking this, that I am starting with question number 1. I get a subject in question number 1 which I am not comfortable. Let us suppose somebody is not comfortable with economy, or somebody is not comfortable with environment, and from question number 1 that subject is starting. So in the start of the paper itself, it feels like I am dealing with little discomfort. So what that person can do, that person can practice this in mock. Start with question number 1. If you are feeling that question number 1 is little challenging, like that section 10, 5-10 question section is little challenging, skip that. You start with question number, let us suppose 31 or 51 or 71, or you can do reverse also. Some students do this also, that if I'm not finding comfort zone in starting, let us start from the end. So 100, 99, 98. Okay. Again, these experiments are not to be done in the actual exam. You have to do all these experiments in your mock, so that you will understand which pattern you are comfortable with. Either you are comfortable with 1 to 100, or 100 to 1, or 51 to 100, then 50 to 1. All these things you have to try, and all these trials you have to do here in mock test, and then you will figure out which pattern you are comfortable with. Okay, the pattern is the pattern working in 2, 3, 4 mock test will be your pattern. So I do this, like I will start from question number 1. I will go solving questions, but sometimes it happens that something difficult is there. In 2022, for the first time, we encounter that only 1, only 2, only 3 statements, right? So I remember after solving 20 to 22 questions, that question came, that only 1, only 2 wala question. And it was little challenging to, be still in that scenario. So what I did, I flipped the pages of the paper. I saw how many total questions are there, like that. So I realized they are not more than 8, 10 or 12 maybe. So that first thing was there, which made me comfortable. Then second thing is that in that 25 to 50 zone, most of the only 1, only 2 were there. So what I did, I skipped that portion. I started with 51, solved till 75, then 75 to 100. Then I came back after the 75 questions are solved. I came back and I solved that 26 to 50 wala portion, where the only 1, only 2 statements were there. So after solving 75 questions, after marking confidently like most of the probable answers, it was very easy to deal with that certain difficult or maybe new pattern questions. So do these things. Okay? Do not be rigid in your approach, that I'm solving question number 1 to 100, whatever comes, whatever is my emotional state of mind. Don't do all these things. Be very flexible in to adapt, and this you can develop by practicing in your mock. Then there are 2 rounds. So I do this personally. You find out yours. I will never suggest that you finish the whole paper in 1 hour or 1 hour 20 minutes. Each and every word, each and every direction of the question matters. In fact, if we change one word, the meaning of the question changes or the answer of the question changes. Okay? So for reading each and every word, for reading each and every question, it is important to cover that paper in 1 hour 40 minutes. I feel this is the ideal time. So in 1 hour 40 minutes, we have around 100 minutes, 60 plus 40, and we have 100 questions. So 1 minute per questions. Easy questions will be done in 30-40 seconds. Difficult questions will be done in 1 hour 20-30 seconds. So it is balanced. So 1 hour 40 minutes, I find that golden mean. So I will do my whole first round in 1 hour 20 minutes. By whole first round means I'm not saying that I will just read those questions which I'm comfortable with and mark only those. One round, well, the first round of 1 hour 40 minutes means I am solving the whole paper. The whole 100 questions I am solving in 1 hour 40 minutes. Only thing is that I will round those questions which are challenging and which I am not 100% sure to be marked in second round. So I'm very clear. I'm solving all the 100 questions with all my knowledge, with all my logics, with all my gut feeling in first round itself. Try to get the maximum benefit of the brain when it is at performing in high peak. In first hour, 1 hour 30 minutes, it will be very high. And in the second, like whenever when the 2 hours deadline is approaching, the mind will be or the brain will be functioning little exhausted mode. So in first 1 hour 30-40 minutes, we have to solve whole question paper. Only thing we will do that if I'm comfortable with question number 1, I'm very sure I will mark the option D. And then for second, I will mark C. Then third, I'm confused between A and D. So I will round that question number and I will write A or C. Because in second round, I have to see where to choose A and C. Okay? All these things. Or then I'll mark 4, 5, 6. Then I will mark for 7, I will do the round and I will say C or D. So I'll attempt in the second round, I will think about only C and D option, not A and B or not reading the whole question. Okay? So after doing this in the next round in 20 minutes, I am going to choose those 50, 60 questions, which I am just yet to bubble, like 30, 40, whatever, maybe depends on your preparation. So I will just take 2-second pause and I will see whether I should mark A or C, and that is done. And in first round, I am doing 25, 25, 25 bubbling. In second round, I am doing simultaneous bubbling because I am done with so many bubbles. And in second round, the time is less. So simultaneous bubbling is very much doable. I will show you by sharing my screen how to do that. And next is that then the question comes ki how to identify those questions which I should attempt and which I should leave. So it depends on 3 factors. One factor is that first is your knowledge. If you're strong in your polity, if you're strong in your economy, you are not going to leave any questions unless and until it is very, very hard and you are sure that it is going to be wrong. Okay? Second criteria is that you are eliminating the options and you are stuck between 2 options like A and B or C and D. These questions, like if you are eliminating it right way, then it means that 50% chances are there that the answer is between A and C only. So for such a questions, if 50% is the accuracy ratio, you are not supposed to leave these questions. By knowledge, by logic, by applying all your wisdom, your duty is to solve that question and attempt it. Okay? The third category will be those questions which you are confused with the 3 options. Like you are eliminating only one option and there is one A, B, C. These kind of questions will also be solvable if you practice them in your mock. And fourth category questions will be very, very hard questions. You are absolutely not aware of that questions, or that question is given. There are so many objective details you are not able to eliminate anything and get. So these questions should be in hard category and should be left. They are, touch me not questions. Okay. So for the first category, the accuracy is 100%. You know the answer, you are marking it. For the second category, the accuracy is 50-50%. So first category questions will always be around 40. It depends on your preparation. 35 to 45 will be the range. You ask any topper, you ask any, first time attempting this exam, the golden mean is this only, like 35 to 45, based on my experience of 7 prelims. Because whatever we prepare, na, there will be surprises in the prelims. There will be unknown areas. So for sure, 100% sure questions will fall between 35 to 45 around, depend on your preparation. If your preparation is too good, it will be 45. Your preparation is okay, it will be 40. Your preparation is little weak, it will be 35. So first category are these questions which we are going to mark. Second category questions like 50-50 questions will always be in higher range only. Like in the whole paper, there will be like 25 to 30 questions where we are stuck in 50-50. So this also you have to attempt, because chances are there that even if 25 question may say you are getting 13-14 right, 15-16 right, and 7-8 wrong, still your score will end up in a positive note. Okay. Third category questions where the chances of eliminating option is only one and getting you are confused in three options, that is the answer probability is only 33%. You have to see in your mock in such a questions, if you are attempting, what is your ratio, what is your accuracy. If the accuracy is leading you to the positive score, you are going to attempt it. Take the risk and attempt it, because anyways your attempt should fall 85 plus. Then you have to do all these things. You cannot rely on only 100% or 50% category question. You have to attempt that 33% wala question also, in order to make sure that you are attempting in a higher side and your score is going in positive direction. Hard category questions, we feel that there will be 10-12 questions which are very very hard category. So some students attempts like 100 or 98 or 96. I personally believe that there will be those 4, 5, 6 questions definitely in this paper which somebody is not able to do it, depending on the preparation level. So it has to be your call. If you want to attempt 95, 100, most of the students will get a negative score after over attempting this paper. But if you are playing in the range of 90, 90 to 95 or 85 to 90, you have to identify that golden mean, which range is helping you. Depending on that, hard category questions, you have to see whether you want to leave 8 questions or 10 questions or 12 questions, or on just 5 questions. So those hard category questions should be left. I definitely feel that there won't be anybody who is knowing all the 100 questions. So attempting 100 is little risky if you are not prepared that much. Somebody will be there who is prepared very much, and he or she might be knowing all the 100 questions. So it is okay to attempt 100, but mostly it will happen that 5, 6, 7, 8 category questions, hard category questions should be left as a 0% accuracy. So I'll just show you 2024 question paper, which we should leave. So this is my actual 2024 exam hall paper, where I attempted, questions. I marked which to attempt, which not to attempt. Can you see this 13 question? This is a straightforward question. Which of the following is synthesized in human body that dilates blood vessels and increase blood flow? Normal question. But I lack this knowledge. Like I was knowing the something is there, ABCD, but I was not sure. And then was a very, very objective question. So I left this question without wasting my time. Okay. Then same goes with question number 28, 79, 98, 93. See this question. In this question, it was challenging, first of all, to know all these 5 insects or organisms, all these 5 things. I was not knowing them. Still, with some logic or something, I was getting answer B. But still, I could not take the risk, because I felt that even if one is, a little unknown, and the option category is also very hard. First you know all these 5 questions, then you know if it is only 1, only 2, only 3. So it was little a very very hard category question. Even if I was able to derive the answer to B, and I was if I am going to mark it, it may be right vagara, but I did not do it. Okay, so I left this. Same goes with 93 and 97. See this question. See, I was very, very confused. See, it depends on your preparation level. So I was not prepared for this question. I was knowing this and this might be the answer, that might be the answer. But I felt why to take the risk. Okay? Even if it was from static, I was sure that I'm just taking blind guess or I will make it wrong. So I left that question. So all these questions which are round and which are not, ticked are the left ones. This Okay, this one question. So here it for people who are not having any background in army or not knowing anything from navy, army, and air force, attempting this question is like a suicide attempt, right? So there are 9 factors, 1, 2, 3, and no 12 factors. So 12 objective information you should know. You should have some logic to deal with this question. Okay, then only you should enter this. Otherwise, you just leave this. This is a hard category question and not at all a doable question. So the wise advice is leave it. See, I have derived this question 79 answer as D, but I did not take the chance. I did not, attempt it and left this question. So in whole paper, I had left 10 to 12 question and still my score was enough to make me clear forest cutoff. Okay, so do not fear to leave that 8, 10 undoable questions, hard category questions, because rather than going in negative, let us just respect the hardness and leave the questions. Okay, so it depends on you which questions to attempt and not. I left one question from static also. I left one question from unknown category also. So choose your categories from where you have to leave the question and leave it. Okay. Now CSAT. For CSAT it is very very important. Okay, so first I will take the device and I will show you how to do that. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So let us suppose this is our 2024 GS1 paper. So how I will do it? For example, I am reading question number. I am just hypothetically solving. I am not solving it for right or wrong. Okay. So let us suppose I am reading question number 1. Each and every word should be marked. Each and every word should be read. So the atmosphere heated by some incoming radiations, terrestrial radiation. So everything you cannot, circle or underline. So you can use this dot. Like keep your pen under each and every word, and then try to see. You are reading every one of them. So I solved this question and I know the answer is A. I'm confident. I'm moving to statement 2. I solved this answer is B. See, and I just hypothetically solving. I solved this question. I answer is D. I'm little confused between question number 4. So I'm confused. I eliminated C and D and I'm confused between A and B. So I will write A and B here and I will round this because this is not a sure short question for me. This is a 50-50 question for me. Okay. Then I am solving fifth question and the answer is okay, C. I am confident. Then I'm solving say sixth question. Then answer is let us suppose B. Okay. Then I'm solving seventh. Answer is C. Then I'm solving 8. I'm confused. I'm confused between B and C. So I'm rounding this question for second round. Okay. Then I will solve B, then C, confidently doing this. Okay, C and then A. Let us suppose I'm confused in 13 and I'm able to, not guess anything, not any option from this. So then it becomes a 100%, unsure question or hard category question for me. Then 14, I'm marking B. Then 15, I am marking C. Then 16, I'm marking. I'm confused between A and B. So this is a 50-50. I'm rounding it. Then question number 17, I don't know. I'm very confused. I'm able to eliminate only this B and I'm confused between A, C, and D. I'm again marking it. Then I'm solving this only, let us suppose only 3. Then 19, I'm solving as none. Then like the answer is different, but I'm just hypothetically solving. The question number 20, I'm very confused because the category was dropped. So for the sake of solving, I'm solving, so let us suppose D and I'm rounding this. So with this, I will finish my set. Okay. So this is inside, then this is C. Let us suppose this is none. Then this is, I'm confused for this question. I don't know World Toilet Organization. Okay. So I'm confused between B and C maybe. So let us just keep it on hold. And 25th, I am very sure that cheetahs do not, whatever I'm solving, and I'm getting the answer A, let us suppose. So now I am done with my 25 questions. I will go to the bubble sheet. I will start bubbling. So I will bubble 1, 2, 3, and I will not bubble 4. Okay, I will bubble 5. I will bubble then 6, 7, not bubbling 8. Then bubble 9, then 10, then 11, 12, not bubbling 13. Then bubbling 14, 15, not bubbling 16. then not bubbling 17, then bubbling 18, 19, not bubbling 20. Then I'm bubbling 21, 22, 23, skipping 24 and bubbling 25. So this set of 25 questions, now I am start solving 26 onwards. I will repeat the bubbling for after 50 questions. Then 51 to 75 I will solve. I will repeat. Okay. Now I am coming for the second round. So throughout the 100 questions I have solved and I have bubbled, let us suppose 45 questions. So I'm left with 55 questions. Only my luxury is that only 8 to 10 questions I can leave in hard category. So I have to attempt whatever is remaining. Okay. So I will come for the second round. Now I know that 1, 2, 3 is marked and 4. I can see 4, it is round. So let me just pause for 2 seconds and see between A and B what I will choose. I will just rethink. See, after first complete round, the confidence level is little higher because we have gone to the depth of the question paper. We know what is, what is doable, what is undoable, how many questions we have bubbled in the first round. So in second round, the confidence level will be little higher, or you will be sure if you are doing a decent study, now this will definitely happen with you. Okay, so in second round you may think about some new perspective. In first round there will be always be anxiety, what is the question, next question, how is the question paper. So this anxiety is reduced in the second round. So it is very easy to choose between A and B, or think about that you were thinking about A but now you are thinking about B and marked it. So 4, I paused for 2-3 seconds and I solved it is B, and I will make it, I will go and bubble B in 4, simultaneously bubbling in second round, and then I will make it right also. Okay, so this was for second round, but I have attempted, so I have made it. This I am doing to avoid the confusion. Okay, now in the I will go to 8. I am solving it. I am just thinking that the answer is okay. Only maybe the answer is C. So I am doing C. I am bubbling simultaneously in bubble sheet, and then I'm marking 8 as correct. Like I'm done with it. Okay, then I will see the next question. 13, I will, okay, I'm not at all sure for any question. It is 100% unknown question for me, let us suppose. So marking anything will be a blind guess. So I'm leaving this question. 13, I'm leaving. Okay, so 16, I'm confused between A and B. I'm thinking about peatland. I'm just trying to make some logical understanding. So I'm marking B. So simultaneously, I'm going and bubbling, and then I'm making 16 as right. So I will do all these things for other questions. Done. So till 25 I have marked 20, then 17, then I have taken 16, then I have taken 24 also I marked. So it is, let us suppose A, whatever, sorry, B and C. Okay. So by doing this, I can see that I left 13 and then 8 in the first round. Okay, matlab the first half 1 to 25 questions I left these 2 questions. The same thing for second round I will repeat for 26 to 51. Then again for 26 to 50, then 51 to 75. This I will do, and I can see that 8 to 10 questions are very hard category. I'm not able to do that, and that's why I'm leaving them all. Okay, this is how we should attempt. Now let us go for CSAT. Okay, so for CSAT, CSAT, it is very straightforward. See, you have to identify which is your strength. Either it is your quant or it is your RC. So, but what I have found is that even if the quant is the strength, once we start doing the quant, it is little time. Some sums will take time, and that will jeopardize the next rest of the paper. So one of the good strategies that go and do all RCs in the first round. I have talked to so many students, and that I have understood that there will be only few students who will think that solving, they will find it very easy to solve RC in the second half of the exam also. That means after 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes has passed. So there will be very, very, very few students who will be able to maintain that brain energy till that time, because we have already solved GS one paper, right? And then in CSAT we are already doing 1 hour of quant and then solving RC. So please identify if your brain will work function, very much efficiency in the last or in the first. For me, it was always in the first, because I will read that GS paper for each and every word, so that like the feeling is like my brain is already exhausted. Okay, so for RC, I will always go for going in exam hall for initial 40 and 45 minutes, just finish all RC. depending on the number of questions. If number of questions are less, I will take even less time. And if number of questions like 30-35, it is very much doable to do RC in 40-45 minutes. Now many of you will think of how is it possible to do RC in 40-45 minutes. It is with practice. Definitely it is practice. I have taught this to so many students. They have improved and they have done that initially it was taking them 1 hour and 15 minutes to solve all the RC passages, but later on with practice, with reducing RC time, they have come to 50 minutes, then 55 55 minutes, 50 minutes, 45 minutes. They have achieved it. So I'm not talking based on just my experience. I'm talking this based on so many students experience who tried it and hey, they got it. So if let us suppose if we are entering the exam hall, in the first 40-45 minutes we are done with RC. And for any person who has done some practice of RC, solved the previous year paper, done some calculations, how that assumption word or that crux word is there and how we can derive the answer, it is very 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 easy to achieve the accuracy in RC. It is very easy. Even if somebody is getting 8-10 wrongs, it is easy to increase the RC accuracy within 3-4 days. This we will definitely see in our RC sessions, which we have planned already on 20 in the next in this week also. Okay, so let us just think that first 45 minutes we are finishing all the RCs. We know that accuracy is high. We know that 20-25 questions have gone right. So see, imagine that confidence level. Okay, so somebody will find it still uncomfortable to do all these things, but with practice it can be done. We will see in the RC sessions. So 20-25 questions is right. The confidence is higher. Now, when we are going for quant, do this. First round, we are solving 45 minutes RC. All maximum RC, 30-35 questions and passages are done in first round. Second round, do not go for, question number 6 onwards, all the quants till question number 18. No. You have to find out the easiest quant sums in the paper in the second round. So I always do this. I finish 40-45 minutes first thing RC. Okay. Then I will next 30 minutes I will dedicate to those questions which I think are very easy. There are 10, 12, 15, 16 questions which are very very easy, which are very much doable in quant paper. It's just that we get engaged in those difficult questions, and we find that time management challenge, and the easy questions are left in the end. Okay, we are not able to see all the papers, all the questions in the paper. So to avoid this, first round RC ke baad you just go for finding that easy questions, and in 30 minutes if you are able to solve next 10 12 easy questions, and in easy questions the accuracy is also very high. So after first round I am done with 20-25 right questions. After second round I am done with 10-12 right questions. So can you imagine that around 35 right questions are there in your hand right now? 35 or 37 or 38, depends on how much you are solving, how much you are able to do it fastly. Okay, so once this is done, the confidence is another level. You know that CSAT is in your hand, and I know whoever is this anybody who is doing a decent study, this is very much doable. You can solve good RC with accuracy, then you solve that easiest question, and then you go for that tough questions or remaining RC. So next third round will be like 45 minutes remaining. So 2:30 you will, let us suppose 2:30 you start your paper. So till 3:15 you are done with RC. Then 3:45 you are done with those all 10-15 easy questions, and then last half an 45 minutes you use for solving the RC, or you use for solving the tough questions of quant. Whether you are stuck in those tough questions or not, it is like end time period. So you have already done what you want to do, and now in the end you just be little smart, that do not get engaged in that tough questions. Just try to see each and every question and try to solve it. With this, I have found that I was able to clear CSAT in every prelims. May it be the toughest CSAT or may it be the easiest CSAT. Because after second round, I am very sure that my CSAT is done. What happens now? Somebody solve RC and they start solving the quant, or somebody just start to solve the quant. I have seen that so many students engage in this, that they try to get the answer of the quant. They feel that I have studied so much, how it is not solvable. So even 1-2 minutes extra in one question will add up to 30-40 minutes extra in 30-40 question. So that's why the time management becomes very difficult. That there should not be any ego game in quant. No ego game. I have seen my friend who did probability very nicely. She was stuck on probability only. Like, I will solve these questions. No, we don't have to do this. Okay, this is real exam scenarios I am talking about. We should not do this. Our aim should be, solving maximum number of questions with accuracy and maintaining our emotional cool, calm state of mind. If questions are easy, do not get, very overwhelmed. If question is hard, do not engage in that ego game, or I want to solve this question and I feel good. All these things you should not do. Okay, then if you're attempting in this, CSAT becomes very doable and very, very, confident. Somebody will be very thorough in quant. That person can start quant. This is my way. So somebody who is very thorough in quant and very, very easy in quant, that person can start solving quant, and in first 45 minutes or 1 hour, that person can gain the maximum number of right questions, then do the RC. It depends on you. So this is one of the way of doing things. So I think this is it from my side for CSAT and quant. I can show you how to do CSAT, but I think it is very much understandable, right? No need to show the practical thing like, and for bubbling. So first round, when I'm done with the RC, I will bubble the RC. Then in second round, when I'm done with the easiest question, I will bubble the easiest question. And in third round, I will do simultaneous bubbling, because I'm solving, I'm bubbling. I'm solving, I'm bubbling. In the end, it should not be that you are, keeping the bubbling in the end of the in the last 5 to 10 minutes. It should not be then. So in the GS also in the last round, and CSAT also in last round, the bubbling should be simultaneously. This should be the approach. So I think whatever I wanted to convey, I have covered. We will now take your questions from your side. Yes, Vishwesh.
Ma'am, is there any limit in CSAT you can suggest for solving the questions?
So number of questions you are saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So see, out of 80, I feel around 60 you should do, because you never know which question is going right and which question is going wrong. So rather than just solving 40, 45 or, border 50, you should always try to, push your limits. Try to go beyond 55, so that comfortably solving CSAT is also important. Because in passages, many a times we feel that whatever we have marked, the answer key has different answer. So if 2, 3 such questions are there, in quant it won't happen. In quant, accuracy is there with answer key and with our questions. But in passage, 2, 3 questions are there where we are not getting the answers which the answer key is providing. So it becomes little challenging, to maintain that score. So for that, additional questions will help. So 55 plus minimum, है ना? These 60 around, this attempt should be there, and more, if you can attempt more, that is very much safer and doable.
But I never solved. 60 is like astonishingly high target, I think.
No, Vishwesh, it will come with practice. See, there are many students I have seen who were not able to, get the 40 attempt also, but they are getting 60. It will come with practice.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Anybody else?
Ma'am, if we bubble separately after 20 to 30...
yeah, who is speaking?
Hi, ma'am. This is Nandika.
Hi.
Yeah. If we bubble separately after 30 questions or so, I had actually not used that because in my anxiety, I might mark in the different question number. So is there any advice for that, or should I just go with the continuous bubbling method?
So what I can say now, see, you can practice this in mock after solving 30. See, you have to use your left hand for your question paper and right hand for bubbling. Okay, whatever hand you are using. Okay, one hand for question paper, one hand for bubbling. Question number pe hand rakh ke, bubble pe hand rakh ke, you have to mark it. See, even if you are doing it simultaneously, just do not go in hurry. You have to be very, very sure where bubbling. Even if I was 100, if this I used to follow, even if I am 100% sure for some question that this is the B, still I will see question number 10 B, then question number 10 B. This I will do twice. And it is very easy, you can do it in a, speedily. It just, you need to do it, that practice in your mock test.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
So if you feel that bubbling 30 questions in one go will, not help you, you do simultaneous bubbling, but then you have to do it there also. You have to take care that question number 10, this, question number 10, this, question number 11, this, question number 11, this. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, Arvind.
Ma'am, actually, I bubble up the whole paper at once. Is it okay, or I'm
Okay.
okay with
Whole
it?
100 questions at one go?
Yeah, ma'am. First I will read full 100 questions, and around 45 I will mark at the time, and in the second reading I will do the rest of the questions. So I'm
Okay.
okay with it, but sometimes I bubble up the mismatch the wrongly mark the next question.
So that's
So
why. That's
that's
why I'm saying,
mm,
see, marking all 100 at the end, it is definitely a challenging thing. Matlab, for simultaneously, I would, it depends on you. But for marking all the 100 at the end, I will say, do not do this. You either break it in at least 40, 40, 20, or, 30, 30, 30, or 50, 50 at least. Because or solving whole paper and then having that pressure, I need to bubble 100 question, it is a challenging thing. So practice this in your mock, that you are solving a few questions and then bubbling, solving few questions and then bubbling. It will give you that break also from thinking the question simultaneously.
okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, so Shubham is asking how to reduce time period for GS1, hardly completing 2 hours. Yes. So sometimes it becomes challenging, Shubham, to read each and every word and think about that and complete the paper in 2 hours. But what I used to do is that I used to keep my watch in my hand, not on desk. See, this is my watch, so I will keep it in a hand. I'll keep it in hand like this. Okay. So it is little, it will push you a little bit that you are keeping it in hand and you are doing this. So it is very, evident that you are seeing the time in each and every question while doing each and every question. Okay. So if this can be, this helped me actually to reduce I used to solve 25 questions in 35 minutes, which I reduced to 30 minutes and then 25 minutes with gradual improvement. It was difficult for me also to complete the paper, the whole paper in 2 hours with bubbling and with thinking. But compartmentalization helps. That's why. So 25 questions, if you are targeting for 25 minutes, then you will finish the paper in 1 hour 40 minutes. So start doing this. Like you compartmentalize first 25 questions for 25 minutes, then next 25 for 25 minutes. And keep your watch, in hand or, very, very evident place so that you are not wasting your time to go and check. It is in your hand only. Okay. Target solving one question in 1 minute. Initially, it will be difficult, but everything depends on practice only. Yes, Shubham. Thank you. Okay, Abhi is saying, ma'am, for example, in first set of questions, it's round 2 will be done immediately after first round or after completing all sets of first round. No, so Abhi, for first round, I will solve question number 1 to 100, all questions, everything, है ना? And bubbling I will do for compartmentalization, okay? And then second round will start after all 100 questions are solved. Most probable 100% sure bubbling is done. So 45 bubbles are done, 100 questions are solved. So second round will start. It will not start immediately after 1 to 25 questions are solved and then I'm solving it for the second round and doing all these things. No. So one whole round of 100 question is done. The 45 bubbles are done, 45 bubbles are done. Then I will come back to question number 1 because I know now I have rounded that question. So I definitely know which question I have left and which question I need to attempt. So second round will start after the 100 questions. Is that fine? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
Ma'am, you said the second round should be done in last 20 minutes. But ma'am, in last 20 minutes, suppose I have that rounded questions of mine, like 50-50 questions. If they are, suppose maybe more than say 20-25 questions are there. So I mean, is it possible in last 20 minutes?
So I am not, thoroughly going again for that question. In first round, I am taking, let us suppose 1 hour, 1 minute, or 50 second, or 1 hour, 1 minute, 20 second for that question. In second round, I am not reading the question again and trying to find out answer freshly. What I am doing is I am just thinking about whether it is A or B, whether it is A or B. And in fact, in first round, I know the gut feeling also that the option is A only, but I'm little confused for B, and that's why I have kept for the second round. Are you getting this? So mostly in second round, your answer will be that maybe A only, but with some 2-3 second pause, you just have to validate that whether B should is the answer or A is the answer. For that second round, for each question, I'm not spending more than 4-5 seconds or 2-3 seconds. I'm not reading the question again. I'm not reading the options again. Okay.
Okay.
You try this in your mock, and then you find out if you are finding it difficult to cover the rest of the questions bubbling in the 20 minutes. And if it is that, you just try to reduce that 1 hour 40 minutes to 1 hour maybe 35 minutes, and then have 25 minutes in the end. Like that, you can do plus minus.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. The next question is, Prafulla is saying, sometimes unexpected circumstances happen before close to the exam, like family members become sick. How to keep emotional stable ourselves during such period? Yes. So yes, Praful, these kind of situations are really tough. But as I always say, that this exam is, two-front exam. One is it is the preparation level. Second is the mindset level. Okay. It will not happen that we will have that mindset that something happens very near the exam and we are able to deal with it. So that's why we have to develop this mindset in each and every day that we are preparing. Do not think that something is not in my life right now, so I don't need to challenge myself, and don't dwell in those things which are emotionally challenging. Practice that emotional stability in each and every day, and that's why you will be able to handle something is happening near the close of the examination. Okay. Trust in your preparation. Your preparation is the biggest source of positivity that you can have. Trust in your preparation, be confident. So even if some challenging situations happen, this confidence will drive that situation, will drive you through that situation. If your preparation is little weak and something like that happens, then your mindset will definitely discourage you. So trust in your preparation, invest in your preparation, so that unfortunately something like that happens, your preparation will drive you through that scenario. Okay. Okay. Recording is available. How to avoid last few minutes FOMO of attempting more. Bhavesh, you have to believe in this, that some questions you have to leave, because just because sake of attempting you are attempting, it becomes a negative score. And prelims is a game of point. By 0.5 you can clear, and 0.5 XYZ student will clear, and 0.5 XYZ students will not clear. Okay. So remember that 2024 wala questions where Army, Navy, and this Air Force brigadier and all these things compared. Okay. So in hurry, if I am even tackling those questions, the chances of I am getting those questions wrong are very, very high. Okay. So just tell your mind that there is no point in attempting those questions out of FOMO, which are little unknown and hard category, because anyways it is going to hamper my score. So it is better to leave. Okay. Again, I'm emphasizing again and again to solve mock, because all these things you cannot do in actual exam hall directly on that day. You have to do that trial and error. You have to do that practice in your mock, identify your final pattern, and implement that in the final exam. That's the only thing.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, yes.
This is Riyanshi here.
Yes.
My question is, ma'am, regarding to the reading comprehension. Ma'am, like solving this in one go is little bit exhaustive for me. After solving 4 to 5 question in reading comprehension, then switch it on to quantitative or reasoning. Then maybe, ma'am, what's your suggestion? Can you please give some suggestion on this?
Yes, for reading comprehension now, what I will suggest that we are going to have 2 sessions. So we will deal with all these things there. Is it fine? I have put in the Telegram group that I am going to conduct 2 sessions.
Okay.
Okay. All reading comprehension doubt from chat box, I will take it in those sessions. Okay. Okay. Then, okay. Next is, okay. So Sri is asking whether there should be a different strategy of attempting tough paper like 2023 and moderate paper 2024 and 2022. Yes, Sri. So if in spite of doing all these things, if some unknown paper pattern comes in 2025, you have to be little cautious. But by that means, I am not saying that, you should attempt very less, because in 2023 also, even if the paper was on little tougher side, I would not say, see what happened in 2023 now. So the pattern came unexpectedly higher for that only two question, and many students got panicked in the exam hall. Actually, comparatively, the paper was not that tough. It was tough, but it was not that tough. And just because the mental panic happened, it became a tougher paper, and the cutoff also went low because silly mistakes happened. Okay, so be ready for the surprises. Whatever is the paper pattern, be ready that you will be definitely able to do well if you are prepared well. Okay, because it is a competitive examination. This is not an absolute examination where you have to score 200 out of 200, right, or 180 out of 200. So if it is tough for everybody, it is tough for you. If it is tough for you, it is tough for everybody. Okay, so if the pattern is little different, still just do not restrict yourself to attempting 70 questions. Okay, because you never know which question is going to go right and which question is going to go wrong. So number of attempts should be decent. Yes, you can restrict yourself a little bit, like in such a questions where there are 100 questions. Let us suppose just scenario, out of 100 questions, 75 questions are only two category. So pure application of knowledge becomes little restrictive, and there your number of attempt may go 80, 82, like that. But it should not be 70 out of fear of tackling those questions. Okay. And in a normal paper, just like 2024 or 2020, it should definitely be around 90. There is no doubt for that. Okay, last two doubts. How to decide how much questions should attempt in the final exam. Amruta, I have already told that even if the paper is simple or tougher, it should not be like 70 questions you are attempting, right? So nowadays the paper is little dynamic, so we do not know accurately which questions are going right or wrong. So your number of attempts should always be 80, 85 plus. If it is 2023 like paper, you can play 80, 85. It depends on your preparation level also, and it depends on overall preparation level of other students also. Okay, so you should not attempt less. That's what I would say. Okay, and I used to attempt always around 90, always around 90. Okay. I will not do overconfident 100 attempt, or I will not do underconfident 70 attempt. I will always play around 90. In 2024 also, I left 10, 12 questions, and I still could clear the forest cutoff. Okay. Okay, so I think most of the doubts are solved.
Ma'am, I have one doubt. How to handle the only one, only two type of question?
So even if you see in only one, only two type of question, it is just, you see the 2023 question paper. I have just seen that paper. Even if the category was only one, only two, it was not difficult to reduce the answer probability to 50%. Okay, it was very much doable. Okay, some questions were tough, definitely, but many questions were we were able to reduce to 50-50. And if it is reduced to 50-50 based on our knowledge, it is easier to attempt such questions. Second thing is that just because it is only one, only two, do not leave it. Try to fight with that question in the exam spirit. Try to find out some keywords, some elimination, some knowledge based linkages. Okay, so that you are going to attempt that question in 33% or 50%. Last thing is that for such a questions, we should be prepared with thorough knowledge. So 2023, we saw that so many questions were only one, only two category. So for 2024 attempt, I had done very, very in-depth preparation. Like I have mugged up so many things. I had increased my knowledge base, because those questions can be dealt with pure knowledge only. There cannot be random elimination, right? So prepare yourself, whatever you have done, revise it multiple times, increase your knowledge base, increase your accuracy of knowledge. Okay?
That's it.
Okay. Can
I have a last question?
So that I will finish the session. Yes.
Can I have a last question? Am I audible? Hello, ma'am. I have a question regarding the tricks or elimination methods which are generally used after solving your knowledge base is over. Then while solving those questions, is there any sessions will be conducted by you for that regard?
So I feel that tricks, there are no universal tricks, but yes, there are logical thinking patterns, but I feel that one session is not enough for those things. So I will see if I can tell something, but it is difficult to cover all those things in one session, so might not be. So whatever you have done, that is also good. You stick to that, because this is very less time that you try something new and try to implement it. Prelims is 30-35 days away. Okay, so stick to what you have done right now. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. If still somebody has doubt, please message in the Telegram chat box. I will definitely answer. Okay. Thank you so much for attending the session. I hope you got some good insights.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Shalika. Thank you.